Hello everyone and welcome once again to RLH. This is once again F2 with the greatest commentators of all time. I'm Spagging Chips and alongside me today in the commentary box is Boy Medinio.
Hello, hello, once again.
We are expecting another driver, so it's not going to be 13, it's going to be 14 on the grid. But yesterday in F1 showed that you only need 12 drivers to make an exciting race happen around the track of Hockenheim. A 16 corner track. Which used to be, which was actually 16 corners before, but it was a much longer 16 corners with 3 massive straights. But now obviously it's been shortened and the force has been taken out. So let's go on a lap with Parker because I believe he is the first one out according to my co-commentator now.
He is, yeah.
Yeah. So round the sud curve now. J.A. Parker goes then towards turn 1, the Nord curve. He goes down into, only into 7th gear, runs a bit wide. Will he keep on with this lap? It looks like he hasn't invalidated, now going down into turn 2 and then into turn 3 very quickly. Turn 4 on the outside there. And now round the Parabolica. DRS is now open for the Force India driver. Not racing point yet. This is not F1 2019. So now down towards the hairpin. It's got no German name, it's basically just called the hairpin. He misses his braking a tiny bit there, but a very clean exit of the corner for Parker. Now coming through towards the turn 7 and turn 8, which is called Mercedes, obviously because I believe like everyone loves Mercedes in Germany. Now going through turns 9 and turns 10. Now towards one of my favourite corners, Mobile 1. You're literally going flat out in 6th gear through here. You're going to be hitting the rev limiter through here. And now through Sebastian Vettel corner, aka Sachs curb. Now turn 13 and 14 and 15. Round 2 curb to finish your lap. What lap time will Parker do it in? He will do it in a 1:12.222. Obviously, one quick thing to notice. Parker is on those ultra soft tyres. There is a tyre gap between the ultras and then it's softs to the mediums, meaning that those ultras will wear out very quickly.
We have a couple of guys on ultras actually. Yesterday there were only like 2 or 3 people on the ultras, and everyone was on the softs or mediums even.
Well, this is everyone's first run, so I expect a few invalidations, a few people going a bit slow, just getting their banker in, and then we'll be like getting up to speed on their second and third runs.
Do you know what I found funny? How you say the corner names, because German is my language, and you say it like completely wrong.
How wrong have I said it?
Like how did you say Südkurve? Or what did you say? You say Südkurve.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nothing like it then. But anyway, now we see Freddie forgetting to change his helmet. Now he's not at Britain. Oh no, he's almost lost it at the end of Sachs Curve. As Nika goes in sets of 1:11.7. Puma, the line.
Nika has got some pace here.
He does, and by the Twitter poll that was put out earlier, I think a lot of people are predicting that Nika does have some pace around here. And saying a 1:11.7 shows a good indication of some pace. Freddie, obviously, with a changed username, RLH_Freddie, has now just been beaten by Short, by the way, and Composite. Obviously sporting the RLH name, so, well, hey. I'm a bit weird, you know
that. Foxy dude now is on a fast lap on the medium tires.
Yeah, obviously because of the tyre gap that these drivers do have. You'll see a lot of people on different tyre compounds, a lot of people with slower lap times than others. Now coming down towards the hairpin of turn 6. How close would he get to the apex? He's getting pretty close to the apex. That's pretty good for the mediums, wouldn't you say, Brumer?
Yeah, it looks like a very decent lap so far, so we have to see what lap time he will do.
I'm expecting for him probably around, as Nick's on a 12.6, I'm expecting probably a 12.4 or something like that, as Foxy Dude obviously is leading the championship at the moment. So we'll just have to see what he can do now going around Sud Curve A. I'm just gonna call it Curve for the time being. I know you'll be annoyed with me, but I'm gonna say it because why the hell not? Now coming through Sud Curve and to the line, and he goes and sets a 12.5, slower than DeLuca, who's set a lap time pretty recently as well, getting a 12.4 on 3-lap old mediums.
What was the pole time yesterday? I don't really remember.
Pole time, I believe, was 11.0.
Yeah, it was by Hushrav, I think.
Hushrav and 11.0. So, well, Nick is only 7/10 off it right now, but I'm expecting a lot of these guys to go onto the softs for their final laps, especially people like DeLuca, Nick, and Foxy.
Yeah. Your predictions for this race?
My predictions for this race. Well, we actually got it right last time, saying that Freddie would win. I'm not going to jinx him this time, actually.
I got it right.
I think we both did. I think we both said Freddie. But I think, as the Twitter poll kind of suggests, I think Verstappen. Personally, I think he's got some good pace around here as he comes into the pits right now. What are you?
Well. Well.
Come on.
I will say either DeLuca, because he showed some great pace yesterday. DeLuca, Foxy Dude, or Nika. Yeah.
So you're predicting one of the Williams basically to win.
Yeah.
So.
Or DeLuca.
Or DeLuca. Oh, hang on. Looks like Lord Elephant won't be making the race, which is sad.
You won't?
Could you just ask me, can I join the commentary when I get home? I'm not sure about. I'll consider. But anyway, we're now on commentary at the moment. We're going to put some telemetry up, and we're going to put some lap data up. Nick at the moment on the medium tyres. Now through the second sector towards Mobile 1. He comes in gear 7, going down into gear 6. Only gear 6, not really riding the apex as much as you would like, but a very clean Mobile 1 that was. He locks up a bit on his left front there. Now coming through the final sector of the track, through the stadium, and you can see many fans, and he's just gone straight back into the pits to make my job much harder. Who else is on our lap? Nick is on another set of ultras. I don't know why. Mike Azafati's on ultras. Parker's also on ultras. DeLuca's probably the next person to set a respective lap time. Actually, no, Goldie will. Goldie has got yellows in sector 2. So best person to probably watch right now is Goldie, as I believe he's about to finish his lap. No, he's about to start a lap. So I believe the best person to ride on board with right now is Goldie RGG. Two McLarens down in 12th and 13th at the moment, not setting respective times at the moment.
Yeah, and Nika just did one outlap and then went right into the pit lane again, so maybe something must have happened there.
Yeah, maybe he either one invalidated or two, he he just didn't want to go onto the ultras basically.
Yeah.
But will he be able to go quick on the softs? I don't think so. That'll be a very hard time to beat on the softs. I believe people did about 11, maybe just high 12s, very low 11s, but I don't think anyone will get as high as 11.7 on a set of softs. But why don't you prove me wrong? Let's have a look as we keep on going with the sesh, because we all like the sesh. We've got 7 minutes left of this session. Goldie looks like he's still on his... No, he's backed out of his lap, because yeah, he likes to back out of laps. But anyway, he's going for another one.
He will do another one.
Yeah, he'll go for another one. Or is this his banker? We said a 21. Oh, he invalidated. That's why he went slow. Oh, that's a very audacious through turn 1 there. and going straight back up into 8th gear. That's probably not what you want to see, but this McLaren driver, who's absolutely boycotting his Mercedes team, is now going through the Parabolica. You've got yellows in sector 2 and sector 3. Wim, can you see anything?
It's probably just Rumelu letting everyone through.
Yeah, Wimley getting ready for his fast lap, but Goldie is on a fast lap at the moment. On the tyres, he's most probably going to start the race on. Now coming through towards the Mercedes corner of turn number 8, I want to say. Get a good entry into that and get a good exit as well through 9 and 10. And that is, who's that off to the side? That is Fressi, his teammate, off to the side. He's up by 0.2 of a second. Looks like he must have been validated here in the track, just coming out of Mobile 1. Now through sector 3 he comes. Will he be able to top the soft runners, or where will he be in the soft runners time? I'm expecting around a 12.7 maybe. Coming through the final corner now. What lap time will he set? He's going to set a 12.4. A very respectable lap time.
That's a decent lap, yeah.
But remember, everyone behind him is on the mediums.
The Hardy is on a lap, Rumelu is on a lap.
Dave Hardy. We will go to Dave, Mr. Dave Hardy. The Dave Hardy party is back. Dave is now coming through the final set. He's holding it in 7th through Mobile 1. Very audacious, I'd say, holding it in 7th, and it looks like he may have backed out of his lap. Is this a banker, or is he just... Yeah, he must have backed out of his lap. Oh dear, he's gone very wide through. Oh wow, that's not what you want to see. Oh, and he's broken the DRS sign.
Rumelu up into P4.
On the Ultra Softs though. On the Ultra Softs. I don't know why everyone's going on the Ultra Softs, unless they haven't seen the race last night. They don't know that it's just not a viable tyre in the race. Like, personally, I don't think you're going to get about 4 or 5 laps out of them, and then you are gone. There is no way you're coming back. AKA, unless you're Simsy, where Simsy almost went from doing the Ultras, starting in P4 in F1 last night, and almost getting the win last night. But that was given to Drop J, who now leads the championship standings by too many points.
Yeah, he has been pretty dominant so far in F1.
Yeah.
Can anyone stop him?
Yeah, me. Unless what happens where the VSC comes out once again. That won't be nice.
Yeah, I've got the game plan now. For
yeah, I don't. Yep. You don't need to say that in F2. Some of the F3 or F1 drivers could be listening right now, and they could be like, I
will just text it to you.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best idea to do. 3 minutes left of the session now. We've got some comments. I'll just put them up on stream. Oh, well, I'll say them on stream because I'm not looking on my phone right now. D Johnny, you should guys set the game title so you get more viewers. Good to see you've switched from YouTube to Twitch. Dejani, Wumi, and Yo guys. So apparently we're not streaming under the game name, which is a bit annoying. Hopefully, oh, that's an audacious strategy, by the way. And yeah. I think if I can, I'm gonna grab anything that's Twitch on, and I'm going to hopefully, if I can, change the Twitch account so then it is doing what I want it to do. I'll probably do it while we're doing the oh, and Verstappen's got P1 and I'm being stupid and he's beaten. Wow, that's a quick lap.
That's an amazing lap, yeah.
11.6. Did anyone beat that in F1? Let alone F2.
No,
that was maybe Drop J.
I told you Verstappen, he has some decent pace.
That is.
But he wasn't on my winners list. But still, I told you before the stream started that he has got some pace.
He has got some pretty good pace.
But I think Nika can improve on his time, so maybe we will see Nick on the pole position.
Well, we'll have a look. And so Nick is out once again on the Ultrasoft. So he's going for the pole position. He wants that pole position as Verstappen looks like he is warming down or just going back into the pits. Mike has a fatty up in P3 at the moment. Will he be able to improve?
Foxy Dude is now coming around the last corner.
Is this to start a lap or to end the lap? He's ending a lap right now. Will Foxy Dude go on pole? No, he won't. He'll lose out by how much? How much time? He's going to lose out by, I'm clicking the wrong thing, 0.032 of a second. He's going to be absolutely kicking himself. Any corner he could have improved there. That would have got him pole. And that was the difference between pole and second place. Will he go for another lap? That's the question. He's got enough time. He does have enough time. Who else could we see go for this pole? We can see Nick definitely go for this pole. He's coming through Mobile 1 right now. Coming through Sachs curb to the Sebastian Vettel bottle place as Mike Azafati does retire from the session. Going round to curb now.
His lap now.
Yeah, Nick is starting his lap, not ending it. I'm stupid. So Nick is now starting his lap with a 25.5 for his lap. Can DeLuca. Oh, he's up by 0.004 on his other time. So he needs to improve by more. Otherwise, he will not be able to get up into that top 3. But those 2 times from Foxy and Verstappen were very good. Will Nika be able to improve? Nika, I believe he will. He's got pole. He's got pole. Nika, an 111.3. He will take pole position at the moment. The only person who can really beat him is Parker or maybe even Goldie. Goldie wants to snatch it from him. Maybe even Composite.
Probably.
Oh, if Foxy does retire, he won't be able to do any better. What will DeLuca be able to do? He's coming around. Sud curb right now, not Sachs curb. Sud curb for the final time. Up to line now. What lap time will he get? An 11.7. Look how close second, third, and fourth are. That is ridiculous. That is actually ridiculous. How close they are. Wimley's just starting his lap, so we'll have to keep an eye on him. Pretty can't improve.
Nick has gone out by the bits. He's in P8. So at the moment it looks like Short is retiring from the session. I think.
Wow! What happened there?
So Wumelu is on soft, so he won't improve, and Composite I don't think he can improve. So that means Nika
will be on pole. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at Composite and Wimberley though, as we go through, because these are the 2 guys left on track at the moment. Composite at the moment at the back of the field. Will he be able to improve anywhere up the grid to get him into maybe the top 10 on those ultra softs? Around the final corner now.
Gone right.
Composite will not improve on his lap time. Wimberley's the only guy left. Coming through Sachs curb now.
Yeah, he has gone right out of turn. What's the name?
Mobile 1?
Mobile 1, yeah.
Excuse me. Now Wimberley coming to the line, and I don't think he's going to improve. No.
So that means
Nika is on pole.
Can I say it?
You may say the line.
Nika, you have got some face.
Granted, it is on the ultra softs, but still a very good lap time from Nika to qualify in P1, Verstappen in P2, and DeLuca in P3. P2 to P4 separated by 3/300ths of a second. It's going to be close, I can tell you that for free.
Yeah, it's going to be a very close race. A very exciting one. I think Nika with I don't know if he's doing a 2-stop or not.
Yeah, he'll probably be doing a 2-stop, but will he block people? That's a question that needs to be asked. But anyway, we're going to go for the grid today. So, on pole position will be Nika 2012. Second today will be Verstappen, RB33. 0.3 behind him. Then 0.03 behind him is DeLuca 96, who out qualifies Foxy Dude by 2 thousandths of a second. Mike Azafati takes P5 and Parker is in P6. 7th goes to Short and 8th is that, and I have completely forgot to read out the whole grid because I haven't done it in time. I will quickly go onto the stream because I am stupid. I am a stupid person, and I will finish the grid Can I finish it? There you go. Short. No, I've absolutely screwed up. I'm sorry, guys. And I'll say it around the formation lap because I'm stupid. You should have told me to speed up because I knew I wasn't going to do that.
Yeah, you did the same last time.
Yeah, but I got through it. I saw the timer and I was just like,
Yeah.
bam, 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 with the names. Wasn't going to happen this week. But anyway, now, when I come to the start of a 13-man German Grand Prix, is it going to be a good one? Yes, it will, I think, personally. And now I have to actually go through the grid. While, actually, firstly I've got to do is go onto Discord and talk about the interviews. So, we are some interviews once again. This time from Verstappen, Wimelu and Mike Azafati, and we will go through them. So Nico will be starting on pole. Behind him is Verstappen. Verstappen said to us he wants a podium from this race and his season objective is the title. Can that still be won by Verstappen? That's another thing to ask. He loves this track, apparently. It's so satisfying. When you get turn 1 right, and the stadium section is amazing to drive, he says. And he is in contact with DeLuca during the race. Also, so DeLuca will start P3. P4 is Foxy, P5 is Mike Azafati, P6 is Parker, P7 is Short, P8 is Nick, P9 is Wimley. We also talked to Wimley. He said this is not one of his tracks that he likes, as he's in neutral, apparently, according to me on his screen right now. This is not my track, he says. He's practiced a bit, but he can't improve. So we're happy with some top 10 finishes. He's just here to have some fun races. As he's an admin, he just wants to see other guys have fun as well. And he hates the first corner, apparently. So that's another thing to look out for. Fretty in P10 for this race. And I missed out Mike Azafati, didn't I? Because I'm an idiot. Fretty will be P10, Goldie P11, Dave Hardy P12, and Copsit P13. And now after Mike Azafati, I did not leave you out. Mike Azafati, mate, you said to me he's aiming for a 10th place and aiming to grab a cheeky point. His main goal for the season is to master medium traction. The track is not as strong as, but he doesn't mind it, and he struggles with the track limits, as most people do for this race. So expect a lot of penalties, Boomer.
Yeah, I mean, I got some big penalties yesterday due to turn 1.
Yeah, turn 1. Turn 1 is in front of the drivers right now. They now have the lights in front of them as well. 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go for the start of the German Grand Prix. Nick has an electric start, obviously on the ultra soft tyres. And it looks like everyone is funneling through pretty well. Mike Azafati trying to dive it up the inside. No, Foxy trying to dive out the inside of Mike Azafati. Foxy now past him, and now down the I don't know, down towards turn number 2, and everyone's looking like they're trying to get in some kind of order, some kind of positions. And now everyone will get, oh, look, Nick and Shaw getting wide, and Wimley's got a 5-second stop go, which will probably get removed for corner card and gaining a place. Looks like someone's around. Is anyone around? Probably Goldie's lost a few positions. And Goldie's now down the inside of Composite and not getting past Dave Hardy at the moment. So at the moment, Nico is in the lead. And we've got yellow to get to 2 and the Shaw out. Oh wow!
Shaw just out, yeah.
That was a crash.
I can
see that. I can see Shaw, and it looks like he must have been tagged from the other side, because that is not what you want to see. And how the heck isn't there a safety car or a yellow flag? I will never know.
There's never a safety car in this game.
Oh, is that side by side? Wimley's gone wide. There's a side by side action with Dave Hardy. Wimley now down into P12, but now I can say it. Nika is now leading by over a second. He's made sure that DRS is not happening today. He said no.
That's crucial for him. That's crucial for him to get that 1 second gap, really. Yeah,
that 1 second gap is the big thing around here. People already picking up 3-second time penalties. Mike Azafati being the first person to do that. And yeah, as you said, it is so crucial to get out of the 1 second gap. If you're out of that 1 second gap, you are not getting in it, because it is like, if you're on a DRS train, that is it for you. You are going to get that DRS for the rest of the race. And now Nick and Mike Azafati having a little battle. Mike Azafati now down into P7, and Nick charging up the grid into P6.
It looks like Nick is now losing a bit of time to Verstappen.
Yeah, only 5 tenths between them two at the moment, as we now see Mike Azafati having a bit of a lock-up, it seems. But now Verstappen is closing back up to Nicker. Looks like that first lap pace is going off a bit now for the Williams driver.
Yeah, it looks like in sector 3 Nicker's a bit faster than Verstappen, but in sector 1 and 2 Verstappen is closing in on him, so...
Is that just through experience or just a tyre choice? We won't know, but Verstappen, and now Foxy Dude actually says the fast lap of the Grand Prix, showing that the softs are probably quicker over a distance.
Foxy Dude going around the outside.
Oh, I did not see that. I'm not seeing that. Foxy Dude trying to move. And now DRS is now enabled, and this is going to be the big one. Who will get DRS and who won't? Let's have a look. Now down towards turn number, I want to say 5 or 6, I don't know. Turn 6, I believe it is. The hairpin. Foxy did now goes to the outside of DeLuca. Will he be able to make a move stick? Not at the moment, but Nick is now past J.A. Parker. This is what he needs. This is what the Sauber driver needs. And
it looks like DeLuca or Foxy is lagging a lot, because on my screen they are lagging a lot.
I'm seeing no lag on my screen at the moment, but it could be something to do with the host or something. But Wimberley's already had to go into the pits. He's now 31 seconds behind. Not something that the Nederland person would have liked to see at the start of this GP.
Nicker is going through the pits as well.
Yeah, Nicker's pitting very early. End of lap 3. I'm guessing he just wanted that pride. Lord Effin says that your Wi-Fi may be a bit shocking. Now coming into the pits.
My Wi-Fi.
Now coming out of the pits, Nicker comes. And that is the end of this pit stop. A very quick pit stop around here. I mean, another 2-stop is kind of viable. If you can get it right, this 2-stop is viable. And now Nicker, on fresh rubber, will be able to catch up to the back. Wooley, though, I don't know what's happened to him.
I think he got held up or like in an incident, maybe with short as well.
Well, yeah, could have been actually good synopsis of the incident. Anyway, now this is what we were expecting at the start of the season. Of a Red Bull 1-2. I don't think we've actually seen one yet. At the moment, we are only 4 laps in, and we've only had DRS for 2 laps. But I think this is what we were expecting at the start of the season. The Red Bull's dominating, but obviously we did not see the force of the Foxy Dude behind.
I'm just wondering, I just want to see what Nicker can do in this 2-stop. Yeah, he's gaining on the Fardy a lot. He just gained 5 tenths in one corner, so...
5 tenths in a corner, you said. Well, we know that Nicker did have some original pace, so we just got to see, will he be able to overtake Dave Hardy? What tyres is Dave Hardy on? He's on the soft compound tyre, so he will have some good grip. Hello, Cookie Joe. I have no clue who you are. Say your name or something. Say your PSN, because I don't know who you are from look. But anyway, Mike Azafati is now come out of the pits and is in P11 on that 2-stop as well.
What's the closest battle? It's still Foxy Dude against DeLuca and Verstappen even, so top 3 drivers separated by 1 second at the moment.
Yeah, that DRS is really helping them. We really need to get it together, apparently, according to Cookie Joe. I don't even know who you are. Lord Elephant saying that the package from Ferrari is not the package that they expected. So that's the problem. The package was just it didn't arrive on time, basically. The Ferrari pack. Oh,
like
DeLuca's picked up a 3-second time penalty for running into the corner. Like, he's just gone into the corner too aggressively and got one on the inside, not the outside of the corner. Don't do that quite often. It's always on the outside, isn't it?
Nicker is now only 3 tenths behind Dave Hardy, so...
Yeah, that looks like the next move that could be done. But DeLuca is actually getting closer to Verstappen, but I don't think any moves will be done there. But will Nicker be able to make a move on Mr. Dave Hardy? Dave Hardy, at the moment, having a party in P9. Nicker has got the DRS. He's got the ERS, but he doesn't really have the slipstream at the moment because he's already in front of Dave Hardy. And Dave putting up a battle, actually. He's going down the outside. Maybe a switchback move for the Mercedes driver. Will he be able to do it? No, he'll have to stay behind Nicker at this moment in time. Still the top
Nicker
three.
now. Nicker really needs to make up that gap now. Going past his drivers as soon as he can, because he's going to lose a lot of time if he battles one of them.
Yeah, and oh wow, Jesus, I just got a massive lag. Jesus.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh wow, I
That's
just
a lot
saw
of
that.
lag.
Everyone on the stream just saw that, as Nick's now picked up a 3-second time penalty, which will not help his race at all, because he's now 3 seconds behind the leading pack, and that's not going to close. He's now got. Oh, everyone's getting them penalties now. Jesus.
Yeah.
Looks like everyone will be getting quite a few penalties this race, as I saw a beautiful camera from Nick there.
Nicker now has the DRS, he has the DRS and the slipstream. Sorry, I needed to say it.
Don't worry, it's all good, he's got it. And that's an easy move for Nicker once again. He just needs to keep making up these positions. Next person on Nicker's wish list to get past, it's Goldie RGG. 4 seconds in it, and Goldie's on the medium, so he'll be taking those tyres long. So will he be able to make up that gap?
I think he can. He's on fresh soft. He has got the pace, so...
Yeah, we saw in qualifying, he did have a bit of pace over the two McLaren boys. Looks like they haven't had an update, had a package at the moment, because Fretti, who probably had an upgrade in Silverstone, is a bit off the pace today. 3 seconds off the back of Nick and 6 seconds off the front train. Foxy did only about 3 tenths behind DeLuca, getting very close to him at turn 4.
The problem is DeLuca has DRS on the Verstappen, so that's why Foxy can't really pass him.
Excuse me, I almost, I don't know what I was doing there, but anyway, yeah, that's the thing. Oh, we've got yellow to 1 and 2. Is that Dave Hardy? Oh, no. Dave Hardy is not having a party anymore. No, Dave! Dave! Dave, you make me feel annoyed. I wanted you to get points, Dave. And what have you done? You've ruined it! Never mind. But anyway, top 3 only separated once again by 1 second. Well, 1.1 at the moment, but we're going to round it down to 1 second for the moment. Foxy Dude, will he be able to get past the two Red Bulls? It looks like maybe running. Oh, he's run very wide there. Jesus, he picks up a 3-second time penalty from that. I'm not sure how many the F1 drivers did, but I only picked up 1 penalty in the race, so it is doable. But do you remember how many you got last night?
I think I got 2 penalties.
So considering that most of them have already got penalties and it's only lap 9, are we expecting 4 penalties, or expecting Russia from last year in F1 where one person who we're not going to name got so many penalties that they got disqualified?
Yesterday?
No, in Russia.
Oh.
Yeah, indeed.
Don't say it.
Oh, Woomaloo's overtaking Dave Hardy. Woomaloo's coming up the grid for all you Woomaloo supporters. He's now in P11. He's 1 place off the points.
Nicker is gaining on Goldie as well. It was 4.4 after the pits, after he overtook composite, and now it's only 3 seconds.
Oh wow, yeah, it's gone down a lot recently, and looks like Goldie's really off the pace of Fretti. I believe it was around 4 or 5 seconds. Now it's already up to 8 seconds. So I don't think it's Nicker really closing up. I think it's Goldie just not on the pace at the moment. I'd like to see his lap times in comparison to Fretti's actually. If you can do that, that'd be nice. While I keep looking at the battle for
DeLuca
first.
now.
Yeah, DeLuca again, very close.
Yeah, he's making the move. Yeah, side by side.
Had a DOS and the EOS and the slipstream And he has overtaken Verstappen, but I don't think he's given up. No, he's not. He's going to try around the outside, which will be the inside of Mercedes. No, he's backed in behind at the moment. He doesn't want any crashes with his teammate, and that is understandable for the Red Bull driver.
Yep.
But then now, will this be Foxy Dude's chance to pounce, or is he running those 5-5 wings, meaning that he's really slowed down the straight?
I don't think he's running 5-5 rings.
I'm not sure about that. He's not looking that quick down the straights, personally. Like, thinking about me, he should be getting the double DRS right now. As Parker picks up a 3-second time penalty, most probably free mobile. What? No, what? Out of that corner, that is not what. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, and Mr. Lord Elephant has made a prediction. Foxy will overtake them on pit stops. Mark my words, apparently, according to a Lord Elephant. Verstappen, though, will he try it back on his Red Bull teammate? He's looking to the inside, but he does stay in behind at the moment on his pad compared to DeLuca and Foxy Dude's wheel. He's the pad in between the wheel. Oh, and Foxy Dude's got a massive bit of oversteer, and this is the only battle on track right now, so we're going to stay with it as Nico is closing towards Goldie. And oh, I remember the last time that I said Nico and Goldie in the sentence, and it was around France near the end of the Grand Prix.
Yeah, I remember that. I think everyone does.
I think everyone in the RLH community knows what happened when Nico closed up to Goldie on the Mistral straight. But anyway, still a second separated the top three, and these guys will be absolutely loving life at the moment. All of them on the podium, and Verstappen is already pit on lap 11, so he's got to make those. Wow, that's an early pit stop. He's going to make those mediums last 22 laps. That's going to be an ask for those mediums. Yeah. So Verstappen, also Nick, comes into the pits now.
Pits as well, yeah.
Nick obviously being at the end of the pit stop because he is a Sauber. Taking off pit stops and putting on the medium compounds.
Verstappen comes out ahead of Nico.
But remember, Nico is now on the softs and Verstappen's on the mediums. Yeah, the thing that Nico needed to do was overtake Verstappen and all that group, really, if he had a chance of winning the Grand Prix. Yeah. But he's just a bit too far. Say if he gained 2 more seconds, then maybe that whole train with the DRS has just absolutely benefited them all, as they last 25 laps. I think I disagree. I think they only lost 20 personally, but Williams picked up a 3-second time penalty. Well, he's basically isolated, so it doesn't really matter for him at the moment. Foxy Dude now comes to the pits, meaning that DeLuca will be staying out. Will we see an undercut? He's lost time to DeLuca though. Is this Foxy Dude defending the undercut? Let's have a look. Round. Oh, is Foxy? Oh no. Oh, I thought he got stuck in the pits there for a second. Oh my Jesus. Verstappen now coming round to. Oh, Foxy. Wow. What was that lap that Foxy Dude just put in?
Yeah.
What? In God's name. Oh my Jesus. Foxy Dude does have. Oh, what? Lord Elephant. Yeah. Well, Lord Elephant absolutely predicted that. Now we've got to see where DeLuca comes out in all of this. If these two are battling, then, well, Foxy Dude's tyres are still, well, still cold. So, if Verstappen has a chance, it's now to overtake the Williams driver for the potential lead of this Grand Prix. But we've got to check where's DeLuca in all of this. Fretti in P2 at the moment, and DeLuca in P1. He's coming round toward Sud-Curve, or whatever you want to call it. Will he come into the pits? He's not coming into the pits.
He's not coming in.
I think he's doing 14 laps. And Lord Elephant is now being a happy person because he got it right. But anyway, DeLuca, I believe he'll be pitting at the end of this lap. I believe it is 14 and 20 laps on the tyres. Verstappen's only 3 seconds behind Goldie. Coming onto the triple DRS. Obviously it is. It's not even double DRS. It's a triple DRS zone. You've got DRS into turn 1, DRS into turn 2, and DRS into turn 6 as well, the hairpin.
Yeah, Verstappen behind Foxy Dude and Nicker behind Goldie. So both Williams involved in an overtaking maneuver right now.
I don't know who to look at. I don't know who to look at. Verstappen tries it. He's going for it. Verstappen down the inside. And he's got a bit of contact with Foxy. They're going side by side. Nicker and Goldie also in battle as well. We're going to say with Verstappen and Foxy. And Verstappen has got past Foxy. Will he try it though? All around the outside. Oh no! Foxy's off. Foxy's off. Foxy's gone onto the grass. Foxy's gone onto the grass. And he's lost out to Nicker and Goldie as well. This is not what the Williams driver would have wanted. He should have been patient, but now that is probably any chance of him winning the Grand Prix down the bag, down the drain. DeLuca now comes into the pits, comes out of the pits. Freddie comes into the pits as well. So who will be the lead Red Bull out of the pits? Verstappen.
It's close.
It's going to be very close between the two Red Bull drivers. Apparently Deasing, according to Lord Elephant, I don't know, is he even in there? I don't even know anymore. But anyway, DeLuca has got out ahead of Verstappen, but DeLuca has got very cold tyres, unlike his teammate.
Look at the both Williams guys behind Goldie.
Oh wow, that's a double DRS move there for Foxy Noob. He wants that podium back, I can tell you that. 4-3. He's gone on one. He's overtaken Goldie already. He's going around the outside of Nicker. Will this move stick? Will he do a switch back? No, Nicker's defended, and Goldie's on his inside there. Is he going to be side by side? Let's have a look at Foxy's POV. Foxy, no, not Foxy's, Goldie's POV. Goldie goes down the inside. No, he had a look, but he's not going to go down that inside. That's too risky for him. But look at this. In all of this battle, shall I tell you who's going to be able to catch up? Nick.
He is, yeah. Has he? Yeah, he has done his pit stop already.
Yeah, Goldie hasn't though.
I hope Nicker and Foxy don't collide.
Yeah, that would be bad for the Williams team. Yeah. Obviously, they're leading the constructors at the moment in F1.
Nick nearly lost it in the back.
Nick doesn't have much to lose at the moment. If he only loses a few tenths, because guess what? He's got the DRS. But Foxy also. Why is he contesting this much with Nicker? This is just ruining their race. Unless they're in a party together, then I don't know what they're doing. Nicker will get the DRS on his teammate though. Who will? Well, has he got the DRS? I'm not really sure. I haven't got the telemetry up. Has he got the DRS?
Yeah,
yes, he does.
Good.
Will he be challenging Foxy once again because he is on the soft compound tyre? No, he won't.
No.
Oh, look at this. Oh, Nick trying around the outside. There's too many Nicks. Stop calling yourself Nick, parents. Stop calling your sons Nick. It's annoying. Anyway, Nick now ahead of Goldie. Goldie on 15 lap old tyres. He needs those tyres to last for another 5 laps.
Yeah. Nick having a very good race, so maybe he can catch the podium of Foxy Dude.
Yeah, but Nick is still going to pit another time though, so that's something else you have to put into consideration. That, well, those softs just won't last, obviously. They won't last a distance. If he's going to make those softs last, they'd have to go 30 laps. I don't think that's going to happen, as we get a bit more lag from the Foxy of Dudes 101. Now coming through turn 2, and it's Nick versus Nick. It's Nick versus Nicker. Oh no, Nick! Oh, he's so nearly lost that, but he saved that somehow. And will Goldie be able to benefit from that? I may have just commentated, cursed it. Is there rain forecasted? I'm not sure, but it looks like the clouds are getting a bit darker, aren't they, Bruma?
Yeah, it's looking a bit darker now, yeah.
I don't think anyone said in the chat about rain though, so...
Bruno is in the pits again.
Yeah, it looks like he's done with those softs. And he's gone onto those medium compound tyres. Foxy Dude, only 5 seconds behind DeLuca. Will he be able to close up before the end of the race? Nicker losing time to his teammate. He needs to come into the pit soon. Those tyres will last probably 1 or 2 more laps. They need to come into the pits.
Can I tell you something? Nicker has not got a single warning yet.
And Nicker
Foxy Dude has 2 penalties. DeLuca has 1. Yeah. Verstappen has 1 warning.
You know what? I'm intrigued on what tyres Nicker will go on. Comes to some
Soft.
he's going on another set of softs. So he's making. He wants to make those last 16 laps.
He did. He pitted on lap 2.
No, he didn't. He pit lap 3. And they only lost 14
lap
laps.
3,
Apparently.
yeah.
So we'll have a look. So, are we gonna? Oh, you know what? Shall we spice this up? Shall we get another commentator in the box?
Who?
Lord Elephant.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's do that. As Nicker now gets past my cat as a fatty, and that is the move I actually caught on stream. Unlike Brazil last year, Nicker is now gone and overtaken my cat as a fatty down a hairpin to get into P numero 8. He's now needs to close up 9 seconds to Parker, and then his race will really start from there. Verstappen,
Yeah, but
though,
I think Parker has to pit again.
Parker has to pit
because
again.
he's on
Yeah,
soft.
11 lap olds. Yeah, he'll have to pit again. Not surprising whatsoever.
Goldie's in the pits.
Yeah, let's have a look. So Goldie's taken those mediums 18 laps. Well, 19 actually.
So
he's
Nicker will get past him as well, I think. Yes, he will.
out of the pits now. Where does Goldie come out of the
maybe
pits?
even my cat is a fatty.
Oh, it's going to be so close. But Mike has a fatty on warmer tyres than the McLaren of Goldie. Looks like he may have got a better exit. So who's going to get the DRS? It is going to be Mike has a fatty. Is he going to be close enough though for an overtake into the corner of the hairpin? A very good. Yes, you should, Lord Elephant. You should join the party because we have invited you to the party. Make sure your voice isn't always loud though. Good. Cool.
Yeah, but I will invite him.
Anyway, now looks like Goldie has got out ahead of Mike Azafati, and he now needs to start his charge for the top. Well, as far as he can up the top, because now he's on the softs. Obviously, have a bit more pace than the guys ahead of him. Who's this on spectator? I don't even know. Is this Dave by any chance? Yes, it is Dave Hardy. And okay, so Lord Evans not even on his PlayStation. He's asked to commentate. Wow. Wow. Anyway, another person to pit. This time it is Mike Azafati. He's done with those soft tyres, and he wants to go on to another set of softs to finish this race. Out of pits he now comes with his green, maybe even Senna inspired helmet. I'm not really sure, but it's looking like at the moment, as I just changed the position of my microphone.
Yeah, I wanted to say something before the race. Like, that's 25 years ago today. Senna died.
Yeah. Obviously a legend of the sport. Maybe it's Senna inspired or not. We'll have to ask him at some time, but it may be. It looks like it may be Senna inspired. So it's a nice tribute of him to do that. Has anyone else got a Senna inspired helmet? Who's that? That is. Oh, it looks like both Mercedes gone for a Senna inspired helmet.
Yeah.
Nice thing.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, it looks nice for them. Has anyone else gone for the Senna? No, it's just the team Mercedes drivers, I believe.
Parker is now in the pits. So that's another place for Nicker.
Yep, Parker now down into P8. Where will he come out of the pits? So he's had a stop in that Force India, and he will come out easily in P8. So Nicker now in P6. We've got yellows. Who's that for? Who's that for? Who's that for? Who's that for? We don't know. No one knows. I
think that was Dave Hardy. Yeah, I think it was Dave Hardy. He's about to be lapped by Verstappen.
So where's Verstappen on track right now? He is, yep. Dave Hardy is. Oh, Dave Hardy's actually gone into the pits. It looks like he doesn't like those. He doesn't like those softs at all. So Dave Hardy is really not having a party today. That is an F in the chat. But Verstappen at the moment, he's being closed by DeLuca. Can you check the penalty situation, please, Boomer?
Yep.
So
Verstappen is on 0 penalties, and De Luca is on 3 penalties now. 2 penalties, two.
So it looks like at the moment that Verstappen will be easily winning at the moment, but Foxy Doo, he isn't closing. He isn't closing to these two. Obviously, these two have got the effect of the DRS. Well, one does, and the other is being able to. Well, he's just got the pace in general at the moment. As I predicted at the start of the race, Verstappen will win the race, and guess what? He's winning at the moment. Shall I just predict like Dave Hardy next week, and then he can get a win? I'd love that. I would actually love that.
Yeah,
that'd be something. That would be something. If Dave Hardy
last time out, it was my prediction who was right.
Yeah.
Now it's yours, probably.
Yeah. Well, we can't say anything yet. We're gonna come. We're not gonna come to terms. We're gonna touch wood for Verstappen. I believe. Wait, has he won before?
I am checking it now. He has not. That
How are you checking that?
Win. I'm on the website.
He may have won. I'm not sure if he won last season or not. That's what I'm thinking. Did he win last season?
I don't think so. I don't think he has.
So this could be his maiden win in RLH. That would be something to be really proud of if it is his first win. It's definitely his first win of the season though, if he does get the win on it. And Foxy Dude's looking like, because of that incident they had, he's got no grip in those tyres left. And could this mean that Nick steals the podium away from the Williams driver? And could this be the start of a resurgence for the Red Bull team?
Yeah, the dominant Williams team looking a bit weak at the moment.
Yeah, and 3rd and 6th at the moment.
Yeah.
So, if we just turn back the clock to around 2010, 2012, we're probably looking at the correct standings right now. If Sauber wasn't there, we are probably looking about the standings, and that's no joke. Ferrari doing badly, Mercedes doing badly, Toro just being their normal self, Force India getting those midfield places, McLaren fighting, Sauber just randomly in there, and then Red Bull's at the top. We're basically going back to 2012, basically, Boomer.
Yeah, that's true.
And look how close these two are now. I think De Luca wants to get past him and try and extend that gap to maybe even overtake him on penalties, overtake Verstappen on penalties. And right, here we go. Introduce yourself. Make sure your voice and always allow. Introduce yourself, boy. And yeah.
It's your boy Lord Elephant in the commentary box.
So what have you? So have you been in the posse with Woomaloo?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me.
Since after Monaco.
No.
Because Monaco is like a focusing race, and after that you could talk to each other. So yeah.
Okay. Oh, I was asking about today, but never mind. I'm being stupid because you had your PlayStation off. But anyway, from the stream, what would you say is the best thing so far that you've seen?
To be honest, I don't know. Like, the fight between the Red Bulls is really good.
Yeah, and it's still going on at the moment. Only 7/10 between the two drivers.
And how's the penalty?
Penalty situation is De Luca is on 6 seconds, while Verstappen has got no seconds worth of penalties at the moment in time.
Okay, I'm just joining now. So.
Foxy Dude off the pace at the moment. Nick closing in on the Williams driver. We've got yellows in sector 3. Who's that for? We are now spamming our controllers and we cannot see any yellows. As Co-Masters, you have produced a bad game. Sorry, I just...
debris on there.
Well, a safety car would actually spice things up now.
You know what? It would. It really would. But guess what? It's not going to happen. As Dave Hardy completely lawnmowers after the Mercedes corner. His car is a lawnmower after that.
Dave Hardy just crashed into the wall because safety car, please.
Verstappen went wide, so I think he picked up a warning there. No, he did
How
not.
many? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a bit of
He's on
conversation.
one warning.
He's on
Verstappen
one
is on
warning.
one warning. The Luca is on two
penalties.
penalties and one warning. Foxy do this on, oh Jesus.
2.
He's on 2 and 1 warning. Nick is on 2 and 1 warning. Freddy is on 1 warning. And Nika is on 0 warnings at the moment. So
Yeah, Nick has had a very clean race. Let's just say this. But hang on. I've just thought P3 and P4. Correct me if I'm wrong. Freddy is 5 seconds behind Nick, and is only a second. Nick's only a second ahead of second behind Foxy. Freddy's got no penalties. Those two have two penalties. 6 seconds. Freddy could sneak a podium out of this.
So.
yes.
Yeah.
That'd be something. That would be something. He predicted it on Twitter earlier. He wanted that podium, and he could get that podium due to penalties. Just don't lose it at Mobile 1 or Turn 1, and you'll be fine. Touch wood, Freddy. I touch wood for you.
Well, Womelu involved in the Red Bull fight. He's about to get lapped. So.
You never know, DOS could be a problem there. As Mike Azafati picks up a penalty.
You know it's a game when a Ferrari gets lapped.
Yeah. Anyway, now
The Luca going down the inside off Verstappen here.
will he be able to make that move? As Cookie
Bit
Joe.
of wheel banging.
They're still side by side. It's like Vettel against Webber all over again.
And DeLuca has taken that.
Probably the smarter move.
It looks like the Woomerly party is returned as they can now see their driver on the screen. Granted, he's a lap down, but look at him, he's there! He's there! Woomerloo is right there. Sadly, not where he wanted to be, P11 at the moment. But he is there at the moment, and the Rebels are catching up to him. And he will provide that DRS for DeLuca to somehow get away from his teammate of Verstappen. DeLuca actually set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix.
14.5, that's a mega lap.
Yeah, that is actually very quick of a lap. Obviously, that was helped by the assist of DRS. Will Verstappen come back on his teammate on this lap? That is another question that we've got to ask, as it just turned 8 o'clock 2 minutes ago. As you can see, he has got that DRS open. We can now see him from inside the halo. Is he close enough to overtake DeLuca? No, he's not at the moment. And now DeLuca will be getting a bit of a dirty air effect from Woomerloo, who is actually down in P11. As Goldie picks up a 3-second time penalty. Not sure if that's bad or not, but I'm not sure if that's going to affect his race or not.
I think he's on 6 seconds now.
6 seconds worth of penalty. So it's not the end of the world for him, as a lot of people also have 6 seconds worth. But Woomerloo at the moment just trying and trying and trying to get anyway where he's not going to get those blue flags. He comes around the final corner now, and he's got the blue flags. He's going to go over to the side. He got a 5-second penalty for ignoring the blue flags.
Let him by now, yeah.
You are a oh no! Oh, Woomerloo is a rebel.
That's
Yellow
a bit
flag?
dangerous.
Was that for Womelu or?
Yeah, probably.
Did he block Verstappen?
Yeah, he did.
Ah, yeah.
Did Verstappen
He
get
won't have
DRS at that?
now.
He has not got the DRS.
Verstappen hasn't got the DRS, and now it's the time for DeLuca to get the move on and try and get a 6-second gap to his teammate.
Well, all I'm going to say is DeLuca's tyres are 3 laps younger than Verstappen's, which really could help in these final few laps, as Verstappen's tyres are now probably going off towards their limit, and he's going to experience quite a few lockups. And DeLuca at the moment, 14 lap old tyres. Those tyres still have 4 laps in them until lap 18, so he's looking good. Should tell you another guy who's also looking good, Nick. Should tell you another guy who's also looking good, but he needs to gain some time. It's Fretty. This battle is not over, I can tell you that.
Driving on the limit.
Nika is actually catching up to Freddy, so Freddy's maybe...
Oh, Dave Hardy runs very wide there. No, it's too far, As we see Dave Hardy running wide and giving us yellows within Sector 2 and Sector 3. Verstappen though is closing to De Luca, even though none of them have DRS, and Nick's picked up a time penalty. He's gone way too aggressive and has picked up that time penalty.
That will surely grant Pretty the 4th position.
Yes, exactly.
At the moment, yeah.
Yes, 7.2 seconds in it. But ideally, Pretty wants that. Pretty wants that. He wants that. But how far is Foxy Dude away from his third penalty? That's another. No, his third penalty. That is something that we need to investigate.
I can tell you that right now. It's 2 warnings. And
2 warnings.
So we will keep them on.
Yeah, we just need to keep an eye on that. Foxy Dude at the moment is not helping himself by literally going very aggressive into every corner. Gets 1 more warning, mate, and you are going to lose that 3rd position very quickly to a certain McLaren 7 seconds down the field without a penalty. He comes through the final corner, no penalty at the moment for the Williams driver. Now through turn 1, and he's got a bit wide. No, he hasn't. He's actually kept that on track pretty well. And at the moment, Verstappen has got the DRS. No, he hasn't. He was within a second when I saw, but no second DRS for Verstappen at the moment.
Nick is still in the DRS, but he's not close enough. He's been going on for a couple of laps now.
I think the main thing that Nick needs to do is force Foxy into a mistake. I think that's his only way. Force him into a move that he wouldn't do. Well, we'll just have to have a look. No reserves obviously on the grid, so these are the final positions at the moment, as Composite does pick up a 3-second time penalty. Nick just needs to force him into a penalty, as we've got a yellow flag. Is that for Dave Hardy?
Yeah. It was for Composite letting both Red Bulls through. Blue flag.
Okay, good from him. And now Nick. Oh, Nick's always lost it on the exit of Flip. What's the corner called? Zach's curb. That's it. Foxy Dude at the moment.
Nick is really driving on the limit.
Yeah, he really is. He really wants that 3rd place right now. He was driving on the limit for P3 yesterday.
Jeez. That was some oversteer.
Yeah, out of turn 1. Foxy Dude will just be hoping, just anything, just absolutely anything, to not get that penalty. Well, Nick has now got the DRS. He has got the ERS as well, and he's also got the slipstream. Will he be able to overtake? No, he's a bit too far behind at the moment. Dave Hardy picks up a 3-second time penalty.
He needs to look down his inside. That's how he forces him into mistakes. He just needs to have that look down the inside, and then Foxy will
put a little bit more pressure on him, indeed.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't think Foxy knows about penalties because he's lost pace.
No. He needs to show him that he's there. He needs to get his attention.
Dave Hardy's retired.
Dave Hardy retired.
Oh, Nick's gone for it. Nick's gone for it. Verstappen's got a penalty.
3-second time penalty.
It won't matter to him though, because De Luca's got penalties. Well, actually, no, it will. He needs to stay within 3 seconds. He needs to stay within 3 seconds, and he'll win this race. 2 laps to go in this Grand Prix. Nick is so close to Foxy Dude. Foxy Dude just needs to stay ahead and doesn't get a penalty. He's got a chance. Fretty's now within the time he needs to get that P3, basically, if Foxy Dude does get another penalty. But the question is, will he get a warning in the next 2 laps? He's running out of fuel. Is the Williams driver, Nick, behind? Will he do it? He's got the ERS. He's got the DRS. And he's got the slipstream. Down the inside he goes.
Ooh,
he's locked up.
But he made the move.
Foxy Dude's been run wide there. Oh, he's almost got into Nick there. And Foxy Dude, I'm having a guess right now, will be pressing his absolute bloody, I don't know, his bum off to get that position back. But he knows, he should know that he's got less penalties than Nick. So if he just stays where he is, I don't know, he may get it. First, he may not even get a position up here.
Verstappen only has 2 warnings, but he did get a penalty on the 2nd warning.
Really?
Yeah. De Luca needs 1 second in just 1 lap and I don't think he will make it.
Yeah,
No, he
final
won't.
lap
He-
now.
I think Verstappen
Probably
is going
not.
to win this race, guys.
Foxy Dude has another 3-second time
Oh
And
no!
that's Fretty in the
That's
back. Fretty
Fred,
got
that's-
third place if
yeah,
it stays
Fretty.
like this.
penalty. Yeah.
So Fretty at the moment is on for that P3. So it's going to be
Look at
Red
how
Bull,
much Foxy
McLaren.
Dude. Look at how much Foxy Dude is fighting with that car.
He wants
Keep it
that
on the
third place.
track.
He knows he's
Yeah.
absolutely just screwed up on penalties. He needs that position. He's getting so close to the back of Nick.
It's really ironic because Verstappen said today his Racing League Cup name would be RLH. Still not a win for me.
Yeah, it looks like at the moment it could
And
be
he's going to
changing
win
in
it.
about half
Yeah.
a minute for the Red Bull driver, but DeLuca
Luca,
will
6
come round.
tenths on this lap alone. 7
Yeah.
tenths even.
So,
Verstappen.
No,
so DeLuca
no,
will come
Verstappen.
round.
He can win this.
Oh, this
He
is going to be so
can win
close. Oh, this is going to be so close. Will
Verstappen.
Verstappen get it? Verstappen
Yes.
gets it.
Oh, 5,000!
No, DeLuca gets it.
Sorry for screaming.
Oh my Jesus.
5,000! He didn't get it!
Nick comes across the line. He will take P3 for now. Foxy do P4. Will Fretty get that P3?
Fretty,
Comes across the
third
line.
position.
He gets P3.
Yes, he gets it.
Wow.
Oh my god, guys. 5 thousandths of a second between DeLuca and Verstappen.
Nick comes to
He
the line
made up
now.
1 second in the
P6.
last lap.
Yeah, that was a mega job by DeLuca there.
Oh
Goldie takes
my
P7. PA will go to Parker when he comes round the
Sorry for
corner.
the screams, guys.
Don't worry. P9.
Oh my god.
Wow. Oh, Mike has Composites had an incident with one of the Red Bulls. Wow. Look at Composite's screen right now.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
Mike has a fatty.
Fatty.
He wanted points and he's going to
Nice
get
play.
points.
9th
Wow.
position, 2 points. GG.
Wow.
Oh my god.
0.05.
What have we just seen?
That is the closest
And
finish I've
he's-
ever seen.
Oh my god.
So
he must be
DeLuca.
punching himself in the face right now.
Yeah,
That he
DeLuca
got the
takes
3-second
that
time penalty.
DeLuca got that first place. And that's all because Verstappen got three warnings on 1 lap. DeLuca takes first. Second today will be Verstappen. And third will be Fretty with Foxy Dude, the championship leader, not on the podium. Is there now a Red Bull resurgence? That is the question that everyone will be asking. As DeLuca, with 6 seconds worth of time penalties, takes the win by 0.005 of a second. Second is Verstappen. P3 is Fretty. P4 is Nick. P5 is Foxy Dude. P6 is Nicker. P7 Goldie. P8 Parker. P9 Mike Azafati. P10 Composite. And P11 Woomaloo, with Short and Dave Hardy being the people who did not finish the Grand Prix.
Really good achievement from Fretty and Nika. They didn't get any penalties, so props to those guys.
Yeah, props to them there. To the more experienced drivers, I would
As
say.
I will invite them now. It was
DeLuca, Verstappen,
let me see.
and Fretty.
Fretty.
They're in a party together, huh? They're both Red Bulls.
Yeah,
Imagine what is going on there right now.
probably. Oh wow!
Oh my god. Yeah.
Just thought that.
And DeLuca.
Get your questions ready.
Do we have any questions in the stream?
I don't think we do. It's just at the moment just Woomaloo.
Hey, Fretty.
Fretty's joined. Fretty and also
DeLuca,
DeLuca's
hey.
joined.
Good job on not getting penalties, Freddy.
Lord Elephant, wait for your turn. I am the interview master, okay? Thank you very much.
Spanking chips.
Spanking Chips, the interview master. Anyway, that was the closest finish I think I've ever seen, ever. 0.005. What the heck Well done, DeLuca, for pulling a second in a lap. We weren't expecting that. Well done to you. How was that race?
Yeah, it was good. But I got a couple of penalties early on. Well, one penalty early on and one halfway through the race. But Verstappen hadn't had a single penalty till late on. But then it was his tires were at like 80% on the last lap. That's how I got the second. So yeah, but it was good in the end.
Yeah, I obviously you were in a party together. It must have been absolute scenes in that party when you beat him by 0.005. What was the reaction?
I didn't really see anything. Because going into the last sector, I think the gap was 2.5 seconds. So I just assumed that he would get P1. But yeah, it ended up being by what, 5 thousandths or something. 5
thousandths of a second separating
Yeah.
the two Red Bulls. I believe
Neither
this
of us
is your
did
first
really.
1-2 of the season. If
Is
I'm
it?
not mistaken.
Yeah. No idea.
So is this a Red Bull resurgence?
Oh yeah, easy.
And do you think that you and Verstappen could take it to Williams for the constructors?
Yeah, hopefully. I don't see any reason why we couldn't really.
Yeah, so any questions from the two of you? The other two interviews.
You asked my question already.
Marlon?
Nope.
No questions. Well done, mate. I believe, is it your second win of the season?
Third.
Third win of the season, so
Yeah.
have fun with the crown, the trophy, and the pride that you've beaten your teammate by 0.005, denying him his first win.
Cheers.
Anyway, second today was RLH. Still don't have a win. It's Verstappen who lost out by 0.005. How was that race?
Well, where do I freaking start? Qualifying was good for both of us. Yeah, Tim got P2. Lap 3, Nick got pitted, so I got free air P1. Tried to do the undercut because my softs were going off already. Then yeah, I just didn't get any penalties, but at one point I got 2 warnings in like 1 sector. And yeah, that was just really unfortunate. And yeah, going into the last sector, I thought it was going to be enough because of what I would lose 5 tenths and just got beaten by freaking 5,000. So
Yeah, so close. Do you think pitting a bit later would have got you that win then?
maybe, but it's yeah. At the moment, I thought it was the best decision.
Yeah, so obviously with that penalty, we obviously didn't see that you didn't get those penalties. I'm having to guess it wasn't the final sector, I'm going to say, through Mobile 1.
Yeah, like the fast right-hander and then the last corner.
Oh, okay. That is...
It was like
yeah.
lap 32 or something.
Yeah, we saw that on the stream. As a lot of penalties popped up on the stream. Boomer, Marlon, any questions?
No, not really.
Marlon?
I never got
Nope, again.
questions.
No questions. Well done on your second place. And I think you really should change your name to RLH. Still don't have a win because it's getting that annoying now.
I gotta.
Make a new account, changes to that. Well done on your P2, and hopefully we'll see you for the Red Bull Resurgence for another podium.
Yeah, well, thank you.
And
we're-
yep, thank you very much.
Yeah, I think we can get the constructors if we can keep up this good of a rhythm.
And
So-
yep, cool. Thank you very much. And third today, from out of absolutely nowhere, he didn't get a penalty, so he came in P3. This is becoming like a trend now that you're just nowhere, absolutely just on your own for the whole race, and then you just pop up in P3. Fretty. Actually, no, RLH underscore Fretty. How was that race?
Strange. I don't think I saw anyone after turn 1. Yeah, not much happened, but it was just sort of constantly monitoring the gaps and asking Jeff what penalties other guys had. And, we weren't even close to getting a penalty, so that was sort of where our result came from. Knew we didn't have the pace. That was showed in qualifying. We were miles off on harder tyres, but there's no point in going for the ultras because we'd be in within a few laps. So just had to take what we could from that. P10 in the end, so could have been P11 and took fresh ones, but stayed in that until lap 14. I think that gave us better tyres towards the end. I think only DeLuca took them as far as we did in the first stint, put it on the same lap. And yeah, just making sure we didn't get any warnings and out of trouble, really. That was about it.
Yeah, it seemed like a pretty lonely race from you, but I guess it was more a thing of just making sure you didn't get those penalties into turn 1 and also into Mobile 1 and just like getting the exits. Did you get any warnings? I'm not sure. I don't remember.
I got one sort of fairly early on. I think lap 5. I got a bit of oversteer on the inside curb in turn 1. Ran wide. That was the only warning we got. Going in this race, I just thought it was damage limitation really. So to come out with obviously more points than Foxy after all that and a podium from one of my worst tracks, it couldn't have gone much better really. Obviously those two guys in the Red Bull's pretty untouchable. But yeah, I think we got the best result we could possibly get tonight.
So as a Racing League Hub Twitter did say, is your title resurgence on?
Hopefully. Obviously there's a lot of good drivers. Luca's looking like he's picked his form back up in the last couple of races as well. So he's not that far behind. Verstappen's, I think, probably in front of me after this race. I don't know, it's all really tight for that second place. And we're just about dragging Foxy back into it. Hungary next, which is one of my favourite tracks. So yeah, hopefully with a good result there. And then yeah, it's all to play for.
Yeah, any questions from the other two peeps in the party?
Nope.
No.
Well, I've got a question for Verstappen.
Alright.
Yeah.
What happened between you and Foxy Dude? Was it desync?
I'm actually not sure. Like, I overtook him into the hairpin, and then 2 corners later he tried to get back at me. And I was defending, and I'm not sure, but I think he touched me or something.
Yeah, it looked like desync on the stream because he spun after that. Came
Yeah,
to
I
the
didn't.
gravel trap, but yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see any red arrows. So.
Do you think Foxy Dude would have been a danger to your 1-2 or?
I think he had good pace, but he also had 2 penalties, so I'm not sure. I think it would have been close.
Yeah, 3 in the end. But yeah, okay. Thanks.
Alright then, I think that should be the end of the stream. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Well, not subscribe, follow the Twitch and subscribe to the YouTube. And goodbye.